Whenever you're ready.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you guys, this is Toy Jones reporting from the streets for Street Disciple Radio. I would say it was a beautiful day in Southern California, but it's not, But, it's real hot right now because I have a hot actor, rapper on the come up, and his name is Deaundre Bonds. How are you?
I'm blessed, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you originally from?
Los Angeles, California, South Central Los Angeles.
Where'd you graduate from?
The streets. I never graduated from high school, and I made it to the 11th grade, and I dropped out because they flunked me, and I felt like that was denying me something. So I said, I don't need what y'all got to offer.
Right.
So I went and I told them I was going to do movies.
And you did.
I did.
And let's get into that. So you've done movies with Spike Lee, on the Bus, 3 Strikes. What else have you done?
The Wood, Lockdown.
Stacy. I know you from Stacy. I know Stacy from The Wood.
From The Wood. Everybody know me from that character. Ill-Gotten Gains, Sunset Park. Get on the Bus.
That's crazy. You have a long list.
Tips from the.
How did you get into acting? What made you go into acting?
It was something that I always was aspired and inspired, because of other people to do. Ever since I was like maybe a teenager, 13, 13, 14, it was something I started dreaming about.
And you went along with it.
And I went with it, and I spoke it before I did it. And I told people I was going to do it before I did it. And I did
now, you were up for the role in Denzel, the movie that he produced, Antoine Fisher.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you didn't get into that role because you were incarcerated or going to get convicted for a crime that you committed, right?
Well, I was cast to play in Antoine Fisher by Denzel. And, the excitement in that and, being, going out celebrating, having fun. And I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't even consider it the wrong place because it was my family's house.
Right, exactly.
However, it was the timing, I guess, because it wasn't something that I wanted to happen. However, it occurred. I went to my auntie's house and an incident took place which was unprovoked by myself. I was the non-aggressor, and I had to defend myself in the process.
What anyone would have done. Now, when you're incarcerated, you said that I read somewhere that jail or prison was a rough place. Now, I can't really say how I feel about it. All I know is I got pulled over on my way here, and I'm thinking like, oh my God. Wow. I'm thinking about stuff I did in '95, but you were actually in prison. How did you survive? Like, how did you focus on getting out and not getting caught up in prison life? Because you were locked up for 11 years, right?
9 years.
9 years, okay.
Being that, my actions did, I did have responsibility in what occurred. Me being a man and knowing that if your hands, if you do it, you should be able to, be responsible for whatever it is you do. And, I had to go do what I had to go do. Right. And I couldn't point my finger at nobody other than myself. And I made my mind up in the beginning, that this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to come out the same way as I came in here. I'm not going to get involved in nothing up in here. I got one mission, and that's to, make it out of here. Right. Period.
And when is there anything that you could have done differently to gotten you in that situation?
Oh, absolutely. Just got my ass whooped.
Right.
and just took that ass whooping.
Right.
And that'd have been it.
So all the trouble teams that are in, YA or Youth Authority are in prison, what would you tell them today? What would you inspire them or motivation to get them from where they're at?
First of all, discover yourself. Do some research on who you are as a people, as a person. What led you to where you are now, and the responsibility that you had in it. You have to own up to it, and from this moment forward, make it a point, make it a law within yourself to change the way you think and change the way you treat people, as far as, you know, do the people the way you want to be done. That's the way I'm now. Right. Be respectful. It ain't about being the biggest, hardest, man. The biggest and the hardest is where you at. Right. And it's another place, you know. Right. The humble and the meek is where we are by nature, and what we are by nature is who we supposed to be. And then when we that way, everything is beautiful. Right. And we are who we are. We don't have to worry about prison. We don't have to worry about none of that. Okay. But it's all start with the thinking, you know. You are definitely right. And okay, so let's fast forward into the present. As soon as you was released, you got into, and when we talked about A-list film, and I have friends asking me, how in the hell did he do that? I've been trying this for 10 years and haven't gotten to an A-list film. You must have a hell of an agent to have gotten out of prison, did your time, and now you back into the motion. How did you do it? At first, politics? No, it's not about politics. It's about being true to yourself and knowing who you are. Right. I know who I am, and I know that I can't be denied anything that I will to have, you know, and that I need. And if I want it, I'm going to get it. Right. As long as it's right. If it's something that ain't right, I don't care how much I want it. I won't be able to get it. Right. No, you're definitely right. So. Well, let's talk about Hollywood. I love the conversation that we just had prior. And we were talking about what makes you an A-list actor, B-list actor, C-list actor. Yes. No man should tell you or judge you on your talents of who you really are. Based on Deaundre Bonds can be an A-list actor in his heart. Is an A-list actor in his heart, in his mind. I'm a universal actor. Right. And you can't put an A, B, a C, a D on me. Exactly. You can't even grade me because you're not the grader. Right. However, I guarantee this little light of mine gonna shine very bright, as bright as it can shine. And as your light shine and whoever else light shine, you won't be able to tell the difference from whose light is brighter, because everybody gonna be shining. Right. So all that A, B, C, that's not what, you know, I don't think that way. So in other words, you have to respect what Tyler Perry is doing. He didn't have Hollywood have him conform into what they think is camera ready or A-list C, you know, D actor ready. He did what he wants to do, and he's on his own level. And what he felt he has and had the right to do. Right. And that's express his life, his will, his thoughts, his, you know, his dream. Right. Just like you and everybody else. You know. Right. No one has the right to tell you don't have the right to be here right now. Exactly. And growing and going further wherever you want to go. Exactly. So do it. So now that, you know, you're still shooting this movie, right? Yes, ma'am. With Sean Penn. Yes, ma'am. The name of the movie is? It's called Gangster Squad. You can Gangster Squad. Yes. Okay. And so what are your future goals in the acting world before we get into music? To continue to express and grow and, you know, express my thoughts and my direction. Like I always wanted to be a director, and I got that dream. And you will be. I am doing it now. Right. And I'm starting already. So to help others, because there's so much natural talent out there. It really is. That really doesn't have the platform to express itself to its potential. Right. So I would love to be one of the people, and I will be too. You will be a platform to help other people express their natural talent. Yes, ma'am. So let's get into the hip hop world. Where did this come from? Was this your first passion before acting? Absolutely. Was it? It was. Okay. It was, absolutely. Okay, so now I've heard 3 of your singles, love them. What inspired you to do such? Always wanting to do it. It was always a dream of mine. I had a rap group started off. It was called Set Trip. Set Trip. Set Trip. and the name came from, you know, a friend of mine. She was a female. Mm-hmm. And I was young. I was rapping since. It wasn't Toya, right? No. Okay. Toya was in my life at the time. She was my friend, my sister. Mm-hmm. So, no, but it was another friend. And she said Set Trip, because we looking for a name of groups. Me, my friend Uso, Chico, Cherokee, and Naive. And we all, you know, we was tight, we was rapping, we was in the studio, we lived in the studio. We made an album, and everything was right. We was doing shows, and things fell apart because of, you know, other dudes in the crew going against the one who started the you know, and helped everybody, you know what I mean?
Right.
How y'all gonna rap against me?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I said, I'll put that down right now, because I got something I'm eating off of already, and I'm not with the you know, I don't want to clash with my people.
Right.
So I rather step away and let y'all take
And now you're back to it.
And you know, I kept going. I never really left.
Oh, really?
I've always been writing.
Okay.
You know, I just, you know,
Okay.
I've been waiting for
So
the
are you
proper
putting together a mixtape right now?
I'm just doing music. I don't put no mixtape on it, album. I'm just doing these songs, and I'm gonna put them out there.
Okay. Well, we have the music, so we're gonna air it. We're gonna play it for the people. See where Deaundre Bonds is, you know, where it comes from and how they feel it. So
from real life, from my life experiences, everything that I'm speaking about on my song, I've been through it. Know somebody that's in it or going through it. It's touched me in like a way that, you know, y'all people don't even have an idea, and you can't even rap about this life.
who was one of your favorite rappers?
Tupac.
Tupac. All day.
Forever.
West Coast. NWA.
You can't put it close. Pac was from the East Coast, because he started in the East Coast. As far as, you know, originally he was from the, you know, Oakland. He started, but then he went to the East though. So you can't put no East, West, North, South.
Right.
Pac is universal.
Passion.
He music.
It's
and he that's what he is. He heart, soul, spirit, mind. He all that.
Right.
And he delivered it with no holds barred.
Right.
That's what I was reared up on. He was my release. Like, I could listen to Pac all day and just feel cool. You know what I mean? And all the stuff I was going through. You know, and then he was expressing what I was feeling. So it was like, yeah.
You got a hard life coming up.
Wow. What? However, you know, fire, going through the fire purifies and it refines and it makes you even more stronger. You know, so I've been broken down. You know, and now I've been built up, and I'm being built up continuously. And I won't ever be stopped, nor will my building ever stop. So it's like the universe is the limit.
Well, I'm very proud of you, and I know I wish you much success to your entire career, whether it's acting, rapping, or directing. Directing is where the money is at, but you know, is there anything that you would like to conclude from this?
Well, I appreciate your offering me